Hi, welcome back to Totally Whatever. I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Nanette.
And today we are in the same room. She's really here.
Yay.
Sisters together. Again.
Together forever.
Today we're watching our Patreon Members Choice pick, which we had everyone who are Patreon members give us some suggestions. We put them in a hat, actually a Totally Whatever mug.
Put them in a mug.
We put them in a mug.
Cheers.
We picked one out, and the winner was... A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men is a 1992 movie considered a thriller crime genre. So
really?
I think this is right up our alley. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. And it has a lot of big names in it. So we've got Jack Nicholson, Tom Cruise, Demi Moore, Kevin Bacon, Kiefer Sutherland. I mean, the list goes on. Kevin Bacon, Cuba Gooding Jr.
We haven't seen a Kevin Bacon one in a little while. This is
Christopher
exciting.
Guest, Noah Wiley. I mean, yeah, the list.
Okay.
So
people we recognize and know their names.
We
this
do.
Is intense.
Can you believe it?
I didn't think it would ever happen.
I know. So, yeah. So we're really excited for it. And we want to thank all the Patreon members who gave us their suggestions. Mm-hmm. And we want to thank all of you out there who have been liking, subscribing, commenting. It means the world to us that you're all here watching with us. So thank you so much.
Yes. And be sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you like thrillers.
If you like 90s movies.
Yes, subscribe if you like Jack Nicholson movies.
Or just two girls watching movies.
Yes. So thank you. I'm leaving that in.
Cut it out. What am I saying?
I don't know.
Moving on. Let's get this started.
Okay, you ready? Let's jump right into it. Please.
Put me out of my misery.
What? Is it because I'm here?
No, it's because I'm saying nonsensical things. It's true. Oh, boy.
I don't know. What? This isn't good. What?
Oh my gosh.
What are they doing?
Oh no. What'd they do? Why?
We don't know yet. Rob Reiner.
What name sounds familiar?
Those uniforms. Tom Cruise. A great title.
That it be myself. No, I'd like to request that it be I who am assigned. That it be I who am assigned.
Captain West, this is Lieutenant Commander Galloway.
Have a seat.
Two Marines, a Lance Corporal Harold Dawson and a Private Loudon Downey, entered the barracks room of a PFC William Santiago and assaulted him. Santiago died at the base hospital.
Oh, no.
The NIS agent who took Dawson and Downey's statements maintains they were trying to prevent Santiago from naming Dawson in a fence line shooting incident.
Oh.
Sir, I'd like to have them moved up to Washington and assigned counsel. Someone who can really look into this. I'd be the one who is assigned to represent them.
Oh.
Commander Galloway, why don't you get yourself a cup of coffee?
Thank you, sir. I'm fine.
Commander, I'd like you to leave the room so we can...
Wasn't a question.
Yes, none of these are really questions. Oh, she tripped up on the... She was practicing and everything.
I know.
All right, what about this, Commander Galloway?
She's been working a desk in internal affairs for a little over a year now. She's a hell of an investigator, Jerry. I
And
think we should
internal
give her an
affairs, sure,
opportunity.
she can crawl up a lawyer's ass with the best of them.
Commander, we're going to have the defendants moved up here in the morning. Well, from what I understand from your colleagues, you're much too valuable in your present assignment to be wasted on what I'm sure will boil down to a 5-minute plea bargain.
Oh,
the paperwork.
boy.
Sir, I think there might be more involved than that.
Don't worry about it. I promise you, Division will assign the right man for the job.
All right, let's go. Let's get to it.
And it's Tom Cruise.
Cut to Tom Cruise.
We were supposed to meet in your office 15 minutes ago to talk about the McDermott case. You're stalling on this thing. I'm going to charge him with possession and being under the influence while on duty. You plead guilty? Yeah, well, your client thought it was marijuana.
My client's a moron. That's not against the law. I file a motion in limine seeking to obtain an evidentiary ruling in advance. And after that, I'm going to file against pretrial confinement. And you're going to spend the next 3 months going blind on paperwork.
B misdemeanor, 20 days in the brig.
C misdemeanor, 15 days restricted duty.
I don't know why I'm agreeing to this.
Wisdom beyond your years.
So he's
Okay,
good.
yeah.
Morning, Captain. Morning, Captain.
Looks like she has something to say.
We just saw him in T2.
Oh, you're right.
He's this foster dad.
Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Marine corporal named Dawson illegally fires a round from his weapon over the fence line and into Cuban territory.
What's a fence line?
A big wall separating the good guys from the bad guys.
Teacher's pet.
PFC William Santiago threatens to rat on Dawson of the Naval Investigative Service. Dawson and another member of his squad go into Santiago's room, tie him up, stuff a rag down his throat, and an hour later, Santiago's dead. Attending physician says the rag was treated with some kind of toxin.
Oh.
What do they say?
Not much.
Interesting lighting in this.
Meantime, go and see Lieutenant Commander Joanne Galloway, Internal Affairs.
The flight to Cuba, was that 0600 in the morning?
This will be handled by the book, so I'm assigning co-counsel. Any volunteers?
No.
Work with Kaffee on this.
Doing what? Kaffee will have this done in about 4 days.
Doing various administrative things.
My kind of case.
I like when they add a little bit of humor into these more serious subjects.
Daniel Kaffee, I was told to meet with Lieutenant Commander Galloway.
You're the attorney division assigned?
I'm lead counsel to Sam Weinberg.
I have no responsibilities here whatsoever.
I like him.
I know.
Lieutenant, how long have you been in the Navy?
Going on 9 months now.
Oh,
And how long have you been out of law school?
A little over a year.
It's that when I petitioned division to have counsel assigned, I was hoping I would be taken seriously. Downey's closest living relative is Jetty Miller, his aunt on his mother's side. One of the people we'll be seeing down there is the barracks CO, Colonel Nathan Jessup. I assume you've heard of him.
Who hasn't?
He's been in the papers lately. He's expected to be appointed Director of Operations at National Security Council.
Oh, gosh.
He wanted to be transferred off the base. No one was listening. Finally, he wrote to the Naval Investigative Service, where he offered information about Corporal Dawson's fence line shooting in exchange for a transfer.
oh.
Lieutenant, this letter makes it look like your client had a motive to kill Santiago.
And Santiago is...
The victim.
Am I correct in assuming that these letters don't paint a flattering picture of Marine Corps life at Guantanamo Bay?
Yes,
Am I
among...
further right in assuming that a protracted investigation of this incident might cause some embarrassment for the Security Council guy? I'll get them to drop the conspiracy and conduct unbecoming. 12 years.
You haven't talked to a witness or looked at a piece of paper.
Pretty impressive, huh?
My job is to make sure that you do your job. I'm special counsel for internal affairs, so my jurisdiction's pretty much in your face. Read the letters. You're dismissed.
I always forget that part.
Oh, no.
Tell your friend not to get cute down there. The Marines in Guantanamo are fanatical about being Marines.
PFC William T. Santiago. I'm writing to inform you of my problems with my unit here in Cuba.
Oh, no.
On May 18th, I've fallen back about 20 or 30 yards, going down a rocky, unstable hill. My sergeant grabbed me and pushed me down the hill. Then I saw all black, and the last thing I remember is hitting the deck. I was brought to the hospital where I was told I just had heat exhaustion. I just need to be transferred out of RSC.
Oh, no.
In exchange for my transfer off the base, I'm willing to provide you with information
about
about
illegal fence line shooting that occurred the night of August the 2nd. Well, apparently he's not very happy down here at Shangri-La because he's written letters to everybody but Santa Claus. And now he's telling tales about a fence line shooting.
Colonel, I think perhaps it would be better to hold this discussion in private.
I can handle this situation, sir.
The same way you handled the Curtis Bell incident.
Sir, your methods of leadership...
Don't interrupt me, Lieutenant. I'm still your superior officer.
I want to know what we're going to do about this.
I think Santiago should be transferred off the base immediately.
Oh, no.
Let's transfer the whole squad.
Well, we know what happens.
Right.
So he's not like...
Tom, get me the president on the phone. We're surrendering our position in Cuba.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, Tom.
Oh, my gosh. Tom's like, what?
Maybe we as officers have a responsibility to this country, the men and women charged with its security. Santiago stays where he is. We're going to train the lad.
Oh,
I think that's a mistake, Colonel.
Wow.
I think I will have that word in private.
oh,
Dang.
Have lunch and we'll talk about the training of young William.
I'd be delighted to hear any suggestions.
young William. He's very even-keeled.
Yeah, he really is. But he has this presence about him that's just
Oh, I know.
unreal.
What do you think of Kendrick?
Nathan, I don't think my opinion of Kendrick has any whatsoever.
I think he's pretty much of a weasel myself, but he's an awfully good officer. We're in the business of saving lives, Matthew. Taking a Marine who is not quite up to the job puts lives in danger. Sit down, Matthew.
If I weren't sitting, I would sit too.
I know, I'm like, and sit. Will do.
We went to the academy together, but I've been promoted up through the chain with greater speed and success. If that's a source of tension, embarrassment for you, I don't give it. Don't ever question my orders in front of another officer.
He did ask to speak in private, but he shouldn't have done that in front of his...
Right.
Ooh, yay.
Is this Washington, D.C.?
All right, let's move.
These are the two that did this.
Okay, so now we're...
The two defendants.
I wanted to talk to you about Corporal Dawson and Private Downey.
Everyone has to talk to him while he plays.
Yeah.
I'd be very insulted if I recommended to your supervisor that he assign different counsel, because I don't think you're fit to handle the defense.
Ordinarily, it takes someone hours to discover I'm not fit to handle a defense.
She's not laughing.
If I allowed Dawson and Downey to spend any more time in prison than absolutely necessary because their attorney had predetermined the path of least resistance.
I'm sick. Commander.
Oh, no.
I don't think your clients murdered anyone. There was no intent.
The doctor's report says that Santiago died of asphyxiation brought on by acute lactic acidosis, and that the nature of the acidosis strongly suggests poison.
Santiago died at 1 a.m. At 3, the doctor wasn't able to determine the cause of death. 2 hours later, he said it was poison.
Uh-oh.
It had to be Professor Plum in the library with a candlestick.
What is with him?
I know.
Clue reference.
Well, I appreciate your interest and admire your enthusiasm. I think I can handle things.
Oh,
myself.
his attitude.
I know.
You know what a code red is?
No.
What a pity.
Explain it to us.
I want to know.
I know. Explain it.
So she doesn't think they did it.
Or at least he didn't.
That's not when he died. They probably did what we saw, but they're not the ones who actually killed him.
They didn't actually poison him or anything.
Someone has been working and playing well with others, Harold. Sir! Yes, sir! I'm Daniel Kaffee. This is Sam Weinberg. Is this your signature? Yes, sir. You don't have to call me sir. What's code red?
Sir, a Marine refuses to bathe on a regular basis. The men in his squad would give him a GI shower. Scrub brushes, Brillo pads, steel wool.
Was the attack on Santiago code red?
Yes, sir.
The rag you stuffed in Santiago's mouth, was there poison on it?
No, sir. We were just going to shave his head, sir.
All of a sudden...
We saw blood dripping down his mouth.
Oh, no.
Were you there when the ambulance got there?
Yes, sir. That's when we were taken under arrest.
Lance Corporal, the night of August 2nd, did you fire a shot across the fence line into Cuba?
Mirror engaged, sir.
For every American sentry post, there's a Cuban counterpart. They're called mirrors.
Santiago's letter to the NIS said you fired illegally. The guy, the mirror, he never made a move. If Santiago didn't have anything on you, then why did you give him a code red?
Because he broke the chain of command, sir.
Did you assault Santiago with the intent of killing him? What was your intent?
To train him, sir. To think of his unit before himself. To respect the code. Unit, Corps, God, Country.
Oh. And there's so much that these two don't know.
Yeah.
About the inner workings of the Marines.
Harold, I think there's a concept you better start warming up to. I'm the only friend you've got.
Interesting.
Wow.
That's not what I expected. I don't know why I thought they...
No.
It made it seem like that they didn't kill him.
They plead guilty. We dropped the conspiracy and the conduct on becoming 20 years. They're home in half that time.
I want 12.
Can't do it.
I called the ambulance, Jack.
I'm going to give you the 12 years before you go get yourself into trouble tomorrow. The platoon commander, Lieutenant Jonathan Kendrick, held a meeting with the men and specifically told them not to touch Santiago. We have a deal?
I'll talk to you when I get back.
There's a bigger conspiracy going on here.
Sure sounds like it.
Yeah.
Joe, if you ever speak to a client of mine again without my permission, I'll have you disbarred.
I had authorization.
From where?
Downey's closest living relative.
You got authorization from Aunt Jenny?
I'm going to Cuba with you tomorrow.
Oh, no.
And the hits just keep on.
Ooh, I thought he was going to drive. Hit those people. She's going with.
It's probably a good thing.
Probably.
He's a little unserious.
That's a good way of putting it.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah, beat him, join him.
At least I got my help.
See you tomorrow, Luther.
Not if I see you first.
Don't forget, when Sally gets back, you're my witness. The baby spoke. My daughter said a word.
Oh my gosh.
Jack Ross came to see me today. He offered me the 12 years.
Oh, that's what you wanted, right?
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it up.
Why would he offer that, right?
Danny, take the 12 years. It's a gift.
You don't believe their story, do you?
I believe every word of their story, and I think they ought to go to jail for the rest of their lives. You got Dramamine? Dramamine keeps you from throwing up. You get sick when you fly.
Because I'm afraid of crashing into a large mountain.
Like
Get some oregano. I hear that works pretty good.
Oregano. He's like you.
Ross said the strangest thing to me right before I left. He said the platoon commander, Lieutenant Jonathan Kennedy,
Yeah.
and specifically told him not to touch Santiago. I never mentioned Kennedy.
I was like, why are you giving this information you didn't ask? Oh, see, now he's interested.
Uh-huh. Now he's going to start actually trying.
Yeah. Investigating it.
Corporal Barnes, I'm to escort you to the windward side of the base. I got some camouflage jackets in the Jeep, sirs. I suggest you both put them on. We'll be riding pretty close to the fence line. Cupid see an officer wearing white. I think it might be someone they want to take a shot at. Good call, sir.
I know. That's why I was like, she's not wearing white. There's something that he's missing.
Good.
That is good.
Nobody said anything about a boat. Just not that crazy about boats, that's all.
Kathy, you're in the Navy.
Nobody likes her very much. Yes, sir. Daniel Kaffee, I'm the attorney for Dawson and Downey. This is Lieutenant Commander Joanne Galloway.
This is my XO, Colonel Markinson, and platoon leader, Lieutenant Kendrick.
I had the pleasure of meeting your father once. I was a teenager. He spoke at my high school.
Lionel Kaffee?
Oh.
How the hell is your dad, Danny?
He passed away 7 years ago, sir.
Don't I feel like... What can we do for you, Danny?
JAG insists that we interview all the relevant witnesses.
John will take you out and show you what you want to see.
I love how they stand out and look totally out of place.
I understand you had a meeting with your men that afternoon.
I told the men that we had an informer among us and they might have to seek retribution. Private Santiago was not to be harmed in any way.
What time is that meeting?
1600.
Seems like the opposite.
Sure does. He didn't even know what 1600 meant?
I talked over that. He didn't? Come on. He does look so young, doesn't he? Oh. Oh my, that's a lot of blood. Is he coughing?
Sam, we should make sure somebody gets this to his parents. We don't need it.
Well, they just said blood was coming out of his mouth.
May I call you John?
No, you may not.
Have I done something to offend you?
No, I like all you Navy boys. Every time we gotta go someplace to fight, you fellas always give us a ride.
Oh, boy.
Do you think Santiago was murdered?
Commander, I believe in God and his son, Jesus Christ. I can say this. Private Santiago is dead because he had no honor. And God was watching.
Wow.
You planning on doing any investigating, or are you just going to take the guided tour?
I'm pacing myself.
Running around for 3 hours looking for anything white they could wave in the air.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah.
On the morning of the 6th, you were contacted by an NIS agent who said that Santiago had tipped him off to an illegal fence line shoot. Santiago is going to reveal the person's name in exchange for a transfer. Any details that I'm missing, you should feel free to speak up.
Thank you. We agreed that for his own safety, Santiago should be transferred off the base.
Santiago was set to be transferred.
This guy knows that's not what happened.
This past February, Colonel, you received a cautionary memo from the Commander-in-Chief of the Atlantic Fleet warning that the practice of enlisted men disciplining their own wasn't to be condoned by officers.
Well, I submit to you that whoever wrote that memo has never faced the working end of a Soviet-made Cuban an assault rifle. The directive having come from the commander, I gave it its due attention. What is your point, Joe?
She has no point.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
My point is that I think Code Reds still go on down here. Do Code Reds still happen on this base?
The Colonel doesn't need to answer that.
Yes, he does.
Oh boy.
This is so awkward.
Yeah, it is.
You want to ask me about Code Reds on the record? I tell you I discourage the practice. I run my unit how I run my unit. So don't think for 1 second that you can come down here, flash a badge, make me nervous.
Colonel, I just need a copy of Santiago's transfer order. You guys have paperwork on that kind of thing. I just need it for the file.
You have to ask me nicely.
Oh my gosh.
Colonel Jessup, if it's not too much trouble, I'd like a copy of the transfer order, sir.
No problem.
God. Sir, may I please have a copy? Oh, dang.
Dang.
He is like kind of the mind games here.
Yeah, that whole thing made me nervous.
I know. The whole time sitting with that guy. Sitting with Jack Nicholson. I forgot his name. Was stressful.
Joe, I've really missed you. It's 3 hours.
Markinson's disappeared.
What?
This afternoon, sometime after we left.
I'll try to find him in the morning.
I've already tried.
Joanne, you're coming dangerously close to the textbook definition of interfering with a government investigation.
I'm Loudon Downey's attorney, Aunt Ginny. She said she feels like she's known me for years, so I suggested that she might feel more comfortable if I were directly involved with the case.
Ooh, good for you, girl.
I suppose it's way too much to hope that you're making this up just to bother me. Did Lieutenant Kendrick order you guys to give Santiago a code red?
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Now what?
You mind telling me why the hell you never mentioned this before?
You didn't ask.
You didn't ask.
Oh, man.
Lieutenant Kendrick says that he gave strict instructions that nothing was to happen to Santiago. Now, is this true?
No.
Lieutenant Kendrick came to our room about 16:20, ordered us to give Santiago a code red.
Well, she was right. She told him.
Yeah.
How long have you known about the order?
I didn't. Who's this? Kendrick specifically told those men not to touch Santiago.
I have the defendants.
And I have 23 Marines who aren't accused of murder and a lieutenant with 4 letters of commendation.
Why did Markson go your way?
You'll never know. You know what Markinson did for the first 17 of his 26 years in the Corps? Counterintelligence.
Oh.
Jessup Star is on the rise.
That freaked me out.
The division will give me a lot of room on this one to spare Jessup and the Corps any embarrassment.
How much room?
I'll knock it all down to involuntary manslaughter, 2 years or home in 6 months.
No deal. We're going to court.
Oh.
No, you're not, because you'll lose. And Danny knows it. And he knows that if we do go to court, I'm gonna have to go all the way. They're gonna be charged with a whole truckload. Murder, conspiracy, conduct unbecoming. Danny knows it in a courtroom. He loses his case.
That's a gamble, isn't it?
You're sacrificing those guys to take down, like, I guess, to
right.
get out in the open.
Government's offering involuntary manslaughter 2 years.
But also the odds of them
Home in 6 months.
going to prison for life versus 6 months.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I mean.
You're the greatest lawyer in the world. Ooh, how can we thank you. Fellas, you hear what I just said?
But then everybody gets away, like, with what they did.
We did our job, and if that has consequences, then I'll accept them. I won't say that I'm guilty, sir. We joined the Marines because we wanted to live our lives by a certain code. You're asking us to say we're not Marines. Court decides that what we did was wrong, then I'll accept whatever punishment they give. Wow. I believe I did my job, and I will not dishonor myself, my unit, or the Corps so that I can go home in 6 months, sir.
Wow.
Commander, I'd like to talk to Lance Corporal Dawson alone for a minute.
Sergeant, it's going to be okay.
Oh, no. What is he going to do? How is he going to get him out of this?
He's got to
find some sort of proof here.
Step it up. He's got to step it up and start working.
Really investigating.
Yeah.
Are you really going to let this happen to him because of a code, Harold?
You think we were right?
Doesn't matter.
Do you think we were right?
I think you'd lose.
You're such a coward. Can't believe they let you wear a uniform.
Oh.
What happened to saluting an officer when he leaves the room?
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Good for you.
No, now.
If he wants to jump off a cliff, that's his business. I'm not going to hold his hand on the way down.
I want you to stand up and make an argument.
An argument that didn't work for Callie at My Lai.
Do you really think that's the same as 2 teenage Marines executing a routine order they never believed would result in harm?
Look now, Danny, but you're making an argument.
Ooh.
Yep, he's standing up for him.
Dawson and Downey will have their day in court, but they'll have it with another lawyer.
Another lawyer won't be good enough. Do you believe they have a case?
It doesn't matter what I believe. It only matters what I can prove. Don't tell me what I know. I know the law.
You know nothing about the law. You're a used car salesman, Daniel. You're an ambulance chaser with a rank.
Ooh. Some insults. Panther.
I know.
When did that become like the insult to be a used car salesman? Like, what's wrong with that?
Or a used car salesman.
Right? Everybody needs
It's
a
legit
job.
business. Maybe there are some shady
I'm
car sales.
sure there are, but I'm sure there are some great ones too. That's
And
just
then-
like, when did that become
brings
an
it back
insult?
to True Lies.
Yeah,
She's gonna do it.
Okay.
All right. Oh, he's late.
He showed up.
He did. Oh, he's got to show up, but is he gonna?
Oh, that's right. What's he gonna do?
I mean, he showed up late.
Does defense wish to enter a plea?
Yeah, they're not guilty.
Enter a plea of not guilty for the accused.
Okay.
He's taking him on.
General court-martial will reconvene.
And so it begins.
Like how the judge is like, all right, because he has no clue what's going on.
Why does a lieutenant junior grade with 9 months experience and a track record for plea bargaining get assigned a murder case?
Oh.
Would it be so that it never sees the inside of a courtroom? Work out of my apartment every night, 7 o'clock. Joe, before you come over,
Yay.
a carton of legal pads, half a dozen boxes of red pens, half a dozen boxes of black pens, desk lamps. I need you. And Joe, we need all the proficiency and conduct reports on Dawson, Downey, and Santiago. So this is what a courtroom looks like.
Oh no.
I knew he was going to say it, but that was
Yeah.
kind of cool how when he accepted it and was like, we're doing this.
Were you able to speak to your friend at the NIS?
She said if Markinson doesn't want to be found, we're not going to find him. She said I could be Markinson and you wouldn't know it.
Are you Markinson?
Oh, God.
You think Dawson and Downey knew it was an illegal order?
It doesn't matter what they knew. Any decent human being would have refused.
You're not permitted to question orders.
What are the magic words? I give orders every day. Nobody
We have
follows.
softball games and marching bands. They work at a place where you have to wear camouflage or you might get shot.
Yeah, good point.
I've got medical reports and Chinese food. I say we eat first.
Wasn't he assigned to this?
She's like, what did I walk into?
My father always said a jury trial is not just about the law, it's about assigning blame. These 9 people are going to insist that someone be blamed. Ross is handing them our clients, we're going to hand them Kendrick. Pass me documents, do it swiftly, and don't
look over anxious.
Don't wear that perfume in court. Wrecks my concentration.
Really?
I was talking to Sam. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
I'll see you in court, counselor.
That was a good montage.
Yeah, it was.
I like the time lapse of them in the window.
Danny,
I know what you're going to say. You like me, I won't make you say it.
I was just going to tell you to wear matching socks tomorrow. We're ready.
Better believe it.
Oh boy.
I was going to tell you to wear magic.
This is gonna be intense.
I know. I'm already nervous.
We're going to get creamed.
I'm going to get oh no.
Oh, you don't believe in it. I mean, did they find some sort of evidence that we don't know about?
I don't know.
Because just based off what they have, it doesn't seem
like, how are they gonna?
Right. Their word against theirs.
Right.
You know? There's no.
And they didn't find what's his name? Who's missing?
Yeah.
You are gonna save our son, aren't you?
I'll do my best.
Oh.
Your Aunt Jenny?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I was expecting someone else.
So was I.
That was great. That was amazing.
So was I.
Is the government prepared to make an opening statement?
Look at his haircut.
On midnight of September 6th, the accused entered the barracks room of their platoon mate, PFC William Santiago. They woke him up, tied his arms and legs with tape, and forced a rag into his throat. These are the facts of the case, and they are undisputed.
Harold Dawson and Loudon Downey are sitting before you today because they did their job.
I wonder who's allowed to be on these juries. Is it across all military?
It looks like it.
You know? Or is it?
I wonder if there's going to be an issue with, like, the timing, because she kept asking about
Squire, would you raise your right hand, please?
the timeline.
Swear
Right.
The testimony you will give this general court-martial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yeah.
What was that?
Mr. McGuire, did your office receive a letter from a PFC William Santiago?
We did.
What did that letter say?
That a member of Private Santiago's unit had illegally fired his weapon over the fence line. The shift reported only one sentry returned his weapon to the switch with a round of ammunition missing.
Eek.
Mr. McGuire, have you questioned Lance Corporal Dawson about the fence line shooting?
It's not my place to
Lance Corporal
question.
Dawson's been charged with a number of crimes. Why wasn't he charged with firing at the enemy without cause?
There wasn't enough evidence to support such a charge.
Okay. Yeah.
You say there wasn't enough evidence to support such a charge.
Santiago was the only eyewitness. I never had the chance to interview him, so I don't know what he saw.
And now we'll never know.
Dun, dun, dun. Not so good for you.
3 o'clock, Stone says he doesn't know what killed Santiago. Then he meets with Jessup, and at 5 o'clock he says it was poison. The doctor's not telling the truth.
That's a relief. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to use a liar pants on.
Private Santiago was admitted to the ER at 0012.
And he was pronounced dead at 0037.
What is lactic acidosis?
If the muscles and other cells of the body burn sugar, lactic acid is produced.
Normally, how long does it take for the muscle and other cells to begin burning sugar instead of oxygen?
Oh, sounds awful.
Yeah, it does. Gruesome.
Now, you're aware that the lab report and the coroner's report show no traces of poison.
Dozens of toxins which are virtually undetectable. The nature of the acidosis is the compelling factor in this issue.
Huh.
What are we not knowing about acidosis?
For a person to have an affliction, some sort of condition, which might also speed up the process of acidosis.
Oh.
It's possible.
What might some of those conditions be?
Coronary disorder or cerebral disorder, the process would be more rapid.
Commander, if I had a coronary condition and a perfectly clean rag was placed in my mouth and the rag was accidentally pushed too far down, is it possible that my cells would continue burning sugar after the rag was taken out?
There would still be symptoms, though.
What kind of symptoms?
There are hundreds of...
Chest pains?
He was falling behind him.
Shortness of breath?
Of course.
All the things he wrote about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doctor, is this your signature?
Oh, no.
This is an order for Private Santiago to be put on restricted duty. Would you read your handwritten remarks at the bottom of the page, please, sir?
Nice.
Initial testing, negative. Patient complains of chest pains, shortness of breath, and fatigue. Restricted from running distances over 5 miles for 1 week.
Ooh. Oh.
Commander, isn't it possible that Santiago had a serious coronary condition, not some mysterious poison that caused the accelerated chemical reaction?
No.
Really?
Private Santiago was given a clean bill of health.
Oh.
In your professional medical opinion, was Willie Santiago poisoned?
Your Honor, we renew our objection to Commander Stone's testimony and ask that it be stricken from the record.
Your objection is noted. The witness is an expert and the court will hear his opinion.
Did they not do an autopsy? I know they didn't find poison, but...
Was Willie Santiago poisoned?
Yes.
I have no more questions.
Monday the 19th, at which time the defense will call its first witness.
Everybody take the night off. No, I know. Look, we were working 20 hours a day for 3.5 weeks straight. Just take the night off. Go see your wife, see your daughter, Joe. Go do...
Whatever you do.
Why do you like them so much?
Because they stand on a wall and they say nothing's going to hurt you tonight.
Don't worry about the doctor. His trial starts Monday.
Tough and your team is at odds, huh?
Yeah. It's odd that she just insisted on that. It
Yeah.
made it look bad.
It did.
Like he already
It made them look like they were panicking.
But
I know.
they had already established that he seemed like he was lying or missed something and was covering up.
Corporal Jeffrey Owen Barnes, Marine Barracks Windward, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
Name some reasons why a Marine would receive a code red.
Keeping his barracks in disorder, falling back on a run. We were doing 7-man assault drills and my weapon slipped. It was just because it was over 100 degrees and my palms were sweaty.
Was Private Santiago ever late for platoon meetings?
Yes, sir.
You got a code red because your palms were sweaty. Why didn't Santiago, this burden to his unit, ever get one?
Dawson wouldn't allow it, sir.
Captain Ross is going to ask you some questions now.
I hold here the Marine Outline for Recruit Training. Are you familiar with this book?
Yes, sir.
Would you turn to the chapter that deals with code reds, please?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you see, sir, code red is a term that we use. No book, sir.
No further questions.
I mean...
Would you turn to the page in this book that says where the mess hall is, please?
Well, Lieutenant Kaffee, that's not in the book, sir.
You mean to say in all your time at Gitmo, you've never had a meal?
No, sir. 3 squares a day.
How would you know?
How did you know where the mess hall was if it's not in this book?
Well, I guess I just followed the crowd at chow time, sir.
Corporal Barnes, you may step down.
Oh my gosh, that was good.
That was good.
He's even smiling.
How's the big case going?
Rolling Stone gathers no moss.
Well, it ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Say that again.
It ain't over till the fat
Oh, that's so cute. This could be relevant. Oh, jeez.
That's the missing guy, right?
What do you know?
I know everything.
Was it a code red? Did Kendrick give the order? Did you witness it?
I didn't need
Did you witness it?
He was never going to be transferred off that base. Jessup was going to keep him on the base. He said he wanted him trained.
You've got the transfer order. It's got your signature.
I signed him the morning you arrived in Cuba, 5 days after Santiago died.
But he can't testify?
I'm going to get you a deal, some kind of immunity with the prosecutor. About 4
He's
days
scared
you'll
of-
appear as a witness
yeah.
in the offense, and you're going to tell the court exactly what you did with me.
And I don't want immunity. I want you to know that I'm proud neither of what I have done.
Where is he?
The downtown lodge in Northeast.
I want him guarded.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know. I don't think anything good.
I don't have a clearance code. Do you have a clearance?
Danny.
This is Joe Galloway. I need to secure a witness.
Oh, yeah, anyway, he also said that Jessup's lying about the transportation.
She probably should have called. I don't know.
I know.
Markinson says there was a plane that left 7 hours earlier. Did you get what I said about the flight?
Yes. Flight takes off. There's got to be some kind of record kept, right?
You just concentrate on Downey. I'm going to talk to Ross and tell him where we are.
Wait.
Hey, Danny.
Why is he?
Hold on.
Transfer that Markinson signed is phony. Jessup's statement that the 6 a.m. flight was first available is a lie. We're checking the tower chief's log.
I have an obligation to tell you. If you accuse Kendrick or Jessup of any crime without proper evidence, you're going to be subject to a court-martial for professional misconduct, and that's something that's going to be stapled to every job application you ever fill out.
Oh, yeah.
Markinson's not going to hold up, Danny. He's a crazy man. I'm not saying this to intimidate you. I'm being your lawyer.
Thanks, Jack. And I want to tell you that I think the bunch of you are certifiably insane. This code of honor of yours makes me want to beat the out of something.
Don't you dare lump me in with Jessup and Kendrick just because we wear the same uniform.
Wow.
Now, I want you to acknowledge the consequences involved in accusing a Marine officer of a felony without proper evidence.
I've been so impressed.
Oh boy.
You got bullied into that courtroom by the memory of a dead lawyer.
Why?
You're a lousy softball player, Jack.
The boys are going down, Dan. Can't stop it anymore.
It's an interesting dynamic between the two because they were
right
friends. But...
Lieutenant, you signed 3 proficiency and conduct reports on Santiago. On all 3 reports, you indicated a rating of below average.
Yes.
Lieutenant, do you know what a code red is?
Yes, I do.
Lieutenant, did you order Dawson and 2 other men to make sure that Private Bell received no food or drink except water for a period of 7 days?
What?
That is a distortion of the truth, Lieutenant. He was given water and vitamin supplements, and I can assure you, at no time.
Oh my God.
Lance Corporal Dawson was given a below-average rating because he had committed a crime. He disobeyed an order.
Uh-huh. He's setting it up.
Can Dawson determine on his own which orders he's going to follow?
No, he cannot.
A lesson he learned after the Curtis Bell incident, am I right?
Oh.
I would think so.
If you had ordered Dawson to give Santiago a code red...
I specifically ordered those men.
Is it reasonable to think he would have disobeyed you again?
Lieutenant, don't answer that.
Oh, he's really stuck.
Yep.
Did you order Lance Corporal Dawson and Private Downey to give Willie Santiago a code red? Did
no,
you?
I did not.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, they're getting somewhere. I know. I'm sweating. That was intense.
Working late tonight, Lieutenant?
Oh, yeah.
What's gonna happen? I guess he's
I don't know.
not gonna make it.
I
is
know.
he?
I feel like something's gonna happen to him.
There's no flight at 11 o'clock. What the f*** are you trying to pull?
The first flight stateside left Guantanamo Bay at 2300. It arrived at Andrews Air Force Base, Maryland, at a few minutes past 2 in the morning.
Uh-oh.
Well, maybe he can make it so a plane didn't take off, but I can sure as hell prove that one landed. I'll get the logbook from Andrews.
You're not going to find anything in the Andrews logbook either.
Ooh.
Nathan Jessup is about to be appointed Director of Operations for the National Security Council.
But he's not going to be able to sidestep you.
You don't still intend to put me on the stand.
Oh no.
Thursday morning, 10 o'clock.
Oh no. Oh no.
See, I thought he was gonna in the car.
Yeah.
He was gonna make himself
unavailable.
Yep.
And why did you give him a code red?
I was ordered to give him a code red by the platoon commander of Rifle Security Company Windward, Lieutenant Jonathan James Kendrick.
You're gonna do fine.
You think they'll let us go back to our platoon soon, ma'am?
Oh.
Absolutely.
He wants to go back under the...
In a matter of time, the trial of the 2 men charged with your son's death will be concluded.
Oh no.
For my part, I've done as much as I can to bring the truth to light. And the truth is this: your son is dead for only one reason. I wasn't strong enough to stop it. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew.
This is what I thought was going to happen.
You could see it in his
Yeah.
face.
I know.
Why did you go to Private Santiago's room?
The code red was ordered by my platoon commander, Lieutenant Jonathan James Kendrick.
Oh no, this isn't.
Uh-huh.
The week of 2 September, the switch log has you down at post 39. How far is it from post 39 to the Windward Barracks?
It's a hike, about 10, 15 minutes, sir.
Did you ever actually hear Lieutenant Kendrick order a code red?
Oh no.
Why did you go to Santiago's room? Private, answer the captain's question.
I was given an order by my squad leader, Lance Corporal Harold W. Dawson, United States Marine Corps, and I followed it.
What? So, oh no. He wasn't
given the direct order?
So Dawson told him
that was the order?
But they didn't.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Markinson's dead.
I know it.
Uh-huh.
You already
got into full dress uniform, stood in the middle of that room, drew a nickel-plated pistol from his holster.
Yeah.
Fired into his mouth.
We'll go to Randolph in the morning.
Gotta find something.
For continuance 24 hours to subpoena Colonel Jessup.
Oh. Showdown.
Why did you ask Jessup for the transfer order?
Why? I wanted the damn transfer order.
You wanted to see Jessup's reaction when you asked for the transfer order. Let's put Jessup on the stand and end this thing.
What possible good can come from putting Jessup on the stand?
He told Kendrick to order the code red.
He did? That's great. Why didn't you say so? You have proof of that. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. You were sick the day they taught law at law school.
You put him on the stand and you get it from him.
Thank you for playing. Should we or should we not follow the advice of the galactically stupid?
Whoa.
I'm sorry I lost your set of steak knives.
I mean, that was rough.
I think my father would have enjoyed seeing me graduate from law school. I think he would have liked that an awful lot.
Did I ever tell you I wrote a paper about your father in college?
Yeah.
That's kind of trippy.
Neither Lionel Kaffee nor Sam Weinberg are lead counsel for the defense in the matter of U.S. versus Dawson Index. So there's really only one question. What would you do?
Oh, that was a good scene. Yeah. I know. There's a lot of good, juicy scenes in this movie, right?
Yeah.
A lot of tension.
Joe, I apologize. I was angry. I'm sorry about what I said.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna put Jessup on the stand.
There we go. At this point, what do you have to lose, I guess, right?
His career.
It's already... He already accused the other guy.
Not
this high up, you're saying?
Yeah. This would be like monumental.
Yeah,
like,
having him
you're
up.
done.
All right, what do you say?
It's even worse.
Yeah.
I say we hit Jessup with the phony transfer order.
It's a transfer order without a witness.
We have a witness.
A dead witness. Last night he's swimming in Jack Daniels.
Oh, look at him go.
Yeah.
Lead tall buildings in a single bound.
I'm getting my second wind. Sit down, both of you. Good.
And now you think you can get him to just say it?
I think he wants to say it. I think he's pissed off that he's got to hide from us. I think he wants to say that he made a command decision and that's the end of it. He eats breakfast 300 yards away from...
Ooh.
It's a pretty good impression.
Run his unit, least of all, the Harvard mouth in his white uniform. I need to shake him, put him on the defensive, and lead him right where he's dying to go.
That's it? That's the plan?
I have no idea. I need my bat. I need my bat. I think better with my bat. Where's my bat?
I had put it in the closet. I was tripping on it.
Don't ever put that bat in the closet.
That bat.
They have such a good mix of humor.
Yeah.
Tension.
Oh, what's he thinking?
Mm-hmm. Bat in the closet. Oh, was one of the uniforms out of place? Remember he went through the closet and he was...
Oh, is there
He
evidence?
does think better with that bat.
I don't know.
Good call. I don't know. God, this is interesting.
Yeah.
What's he looking for?
I don't
find
know.
it? Did he
Remember
find
that
it?
printer paper that has the holes on the sides and just kept going?
I need you to do something for me.
Oh, I love that they're not telling us.
Yeah.
Gotta go out to Andrews.
What do you find?
I don't... Tell her! Tell us! No!
We don't get to know.
No! What'd you find?
We'll find out. This is gonna be good.
Sam.
He's on his way.
Where is Sam? This is too stressful.
I know.
Call your first witness.
Where is he?
He'll be here, don't worry.
Lieutenant,
Will he, though?
call your witness.
Oh, gosh.
Defense calls Colonel Nathan Jessup.
Okay. Here we go.
There he is.
Yeah, with the portrait behind him and all the...
Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, Commanding Officer, Marine Ground Forces, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
I don't know. It's making me nervous.
You had to get something.
Yeah. She said the guys.
Colonel, when you learned of Santiago's letter to the NIS, you had a meeting with your two senior officers, the platoon commander, Lieutenant Jonathan Kendrick, and the executive officer, Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Markinson.
Yes.
Colonel, at the time of this meeting, you gave Lieutenant Kendrick an order, is that right?
I told Kendrick to tell his men that Santiago wasn't to be touched. I ordered Markinson to have Santiago transferred off the base immediately.
Lies.
I felt his life might be in danger once word of the letter got out. Is there another kind?
Colonel, we have the transfer order. You and Colonel Markinson co-signed ordering that Santiago be on a flight leaving Guantanamo. Did you wear that uniform on the plane?
Please, the court, is this dialogue relevant to anything?
The defense didn't have an opportunity to depose this witness, Your Honor. I'd ask the court for a little latitude.
A very little latitude.
I wore utilities on the plane.
You brought your dress uniform with you. Toothbrush, shaving kit, change of underwear.
Your Honor!
Is the colonel's underwear a matter of national security? After Dawson and Downey's arrest, Santiago's barracks room was sealed off and its contents inventoried. I'm wondering why Santiago wasn't packed. These are 14 letters that Santiago wrote requesting, in fact begging for a transfer. Upon hearing the news that he was finally getting his transfer, Santiago was so excited that do you know how many people he called? 0. You were leaving for one day. You packed a bag and made 3 phone calls. Santiago was leaving for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And he hadn't called a soul.
Ooh.
Fact is, there was no transfer order. Santiago wasn't going anywhere.
Objection, Your Honor. It's obvious that Lieutenant Kaffee's intention this afternoon is to smear a high-ranking Marine officer. Now, it's my recommendation, sir, and the witness be excused with the court's deepest apologies.
Overruled.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on.
Do you have an answer?
My answer is I don't have the first damn clue. Maybe he was an early riser and liked to pack in the morning. And maybe he didn't have any friends.
Mm-hmm.
These 2 Marines are on trial for their lives. Please tell me that their lawyer hasn't pinned their hopes to a fine bill. Do you have any other questions for me, counsel?
Come on.
What's he doing?
Thanks,
thinking.
Danny. I love Washington.
Excuse me. I didn't dismiss you. I'm not through with my examination. Sit down.
Yes.
There we go. What's going to happen?
Colonel, the 6 a.m. flight was the first one off the base? There wasn't a flight that left 7 hours earlier and landed at Andrews Air Force Base at 2 a.m.?
Lieutenant, I think we've covered this, haven't we?
Your Honor, these are the Tower Chief's logs for both Guantanamo Bay and Andrews Air Force Base.
I don't understand. You're admitting evidence of a flight that never existed.
Well, we believe it did, sir. Defense will be calling Airman Cecil O'Malley and Airman Anthony Rodriguez. They were working the ground crew at Andrews at 2 a.m. on the 7th.
Your Honor, these men weren't on the list.
I'll allow the witnesses.
He's getting nervous.
He's getting testy.
We'll get to the airman in just a minute, sir.
He's getting
A
him.
moment ago, you said that you ordered Lieutenant Kendrick to tell his men that Santiago wasn't to be touched. Any chance Lieutenant Kendrick ignored the order?
We follow orders or people die. It's that simple. Are we clear, Crystal?
Mm-hmm.
Santiago was a substandard Marine.
You said he was being transferred because he was in grave danger.
I recall what I
I will
said.
have the court reporter read back to you.
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
No, sir, your men never take matters in their own hands. Your men follow orders or people die. So Santiago shouldn't have been in any danger at all, should he have, Colonel?
You snotty little...
Your Honor,
Oh!
I'd like an answer to the question, Judge.
The court will wait for an answer.
Lieutenant Kendrick ordered the code red, didn't he? Because that's what you told Lieutenant Kendrick to do.
Did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I
want the truth! You can't handle the truth! Yes! Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns.
Did you order the code red?
I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
Oh, dang. Oh, he's surprised.
He is surprised. I think we're all surprised.
Just some members be dismissed so that we can move to an immediate Article 39A session. The witness has rights.
Look at
Oh, my
him.
gosh. I'm still scared of him.
Jack?
Oh, no.
The members of the court will retire to an anteroom until further instructed.
Oh my gosh.
He got him.
MPs, guard the colonel.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Captain Ross.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement?
I'm being charged with a crime.
Yes. His death.
I'm being charged with a crime?
Right to consult with a lawyer prior to any further questions.
Funny.
This lawyer may be a civilian.
I'm gonna rip the eye out your dead skull with the wrong Marine.
Oh my God. Wow.
You have no idea how to defend a nation. All you did was weaken a country today, Kaffee. Sweet dreams, son.
Don't call me son. I'm a lawyer and an officer, and you're under arrest, you son of a...
Ooh.
The witness is excused.
Yeah, that was amazing.
He just excused him.
That was amazing.
Oh.
Holy cow. Wow. I know. I'm sweating. That was intense.
All rise. Have the members reached a verdict?
We have, sir.
That was amazing.
Lance Corporal Dawson, Private First Class Downey. On the charge of murder, the members find the accused not guilty. On the charge of conduct unbecoming a United States Marine, the members find the accused guilty as charged. The accused are hereby sentenced to time already served, and you are ordered to be dishonorably discharged from the Marine Corps. This court-martial is adjourned.
Oh gosh, that's...
I know, but they did. It's not that...
I know.
They were following orders, but they did do it. And it led to his death. Unknowingly.
That's...
What does that mean?
Oh, he doesn't even know.
Oh.
Colonel Jessup said he ordered the code red. What did we do wrong?
You were supposed to fight for Willie.
You don't need to wear a patch in your arm to have honor.
10 hut! Chairman Cecil O'Malley and Anthony Rodriguez, what exactly were these guys going to testify to?
Unless I'm mistaken, they're both going to testify under oath that they had absolutely no recollection of it.
He was bluffing.
I knew it.
Good job. Wow. That was great, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. So good.
So good.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Whoever suggested this movie.
Wasn't it Francisco?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. So huge thank you to Francisco.
Yes.
This was the winning submission. That was an amazing movie.
That was. That really kept you guessing.
Yes.
The whole time.
Yes. It was so good. So suspenseful.
Yeah.
So I see why they called it like a thriller crime.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't a lot of, it was a thriller in the sense that we didn't know what was coming next and how they were going to figure out the case. But, wow.
I know, it's very suspenseful.
Jack Nicholson, and
scary.
Such little screen time, but amazingly.
Yeah.
Yes. Just a look, just the way he says certain words was.
Yeah.
Right?
He's so scary.
He is.
He just can sit there and stare at you and freak me out.
Yeah. Yeah. Just him sitting there. That look he had was scary.
Oh, that ending. That ending
was great.
And so that's the famous line.
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth. Because there were some really juicy scenes between the characters and the emotions are everywhere.
Yes.
Like as you go,
But across the board, all of the actors were amazing. How they kept certain things and unraveled them as the movie went on. Mm-hmm. Even though we knew the truth. They did such a good job of not revealing how it was going to turn out.
How it was going to play out and how they would actually win in court.
Right. So good. So satisfying too. That's a movie that has such a satisfying ending.
And I still was like, what are they going to do? Like, are they going to get off? Sometimes I wasn't sure.
I figured.
I was hoping.
Wow.
But then, I didn't expect the ending at all, that they'd be discharged dishonorably.
Right.
I didn't think that would happen.
Yeah.
Which is heartbreaking.
It is. But it definitely gets to that point of like.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You have your own decisions to make, right? Mm-hmm. And if you're blindly following what other people say, is it the right thing or not?
Right.
But wow. Tom Cruise, I haven't seen a movie with him in it for a very long time. And he's just He's like electric on the screen.
He is. He
does
really good.
a really great job.
Really good. I've seen Mission Impossible, the most recent ones. I think there's a new one coming out. The second part of the new one is coming out.
Okay.
But I really like watching those. Have you seen those?
No. I think
Maybe we need to see them.
Well, I've seen, I think the first one. The first one that he was in. Where he's like spread eagle just on that like rope.
Yeah. Is that the first one? It's been a while since I saw the first one.
That's the one I've seen.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways.
So
and Demi Moore.
Yes.
Sorry. Demi Moore was so good.
And the actor,
different.
who was their co-counsel or was assisting.
Who is that actor?
Oh gosh. He's in so much, I feel like, in the 90s at least. That is Kevin Pollak.
Kevin Pollak. God, he was incredible.
I know. I swear I've seen him in other things. Oh, he's in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That's where I know him from.
Is? It's very, it's what's the word? Underrated? Underplayed?
Underplayed?
No, I meant his acting style, which balances really well with
Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson. They're like larger than life with their acting. Kevin, you're right.
Well, Jack Nicholson has both sides because he could be not doing anything, but his eyes.
That's what I mean.
Bore into your.
Yes. Even just saying the most mundane things. It's like the way he speaks and how he looks and just the one look he gives makes him seem enraged or just, he doesn't have to do anything.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank
this
you.
Was such a great movie. We really appreciate this and we'll definitely have to do this again, right? Get some more,
thriller,
submissions.
Crime. Oh, yeah.
No, some more Patreon submissions, but yes.
Oh, we will.
I think we need to do more like legal dramas too.
Yes.
That was so, it kept me on
Does
my
anyone
toes.
have any good legal dramas they can recommend? And yes, we'll do the Patreon choice too. A member's choice again, maybe monthly.
Yeah.
We're still kind of figuring that out.
Right. So good. So good. So thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who's been liking, subscribing, commenting, and all our patrons. So we really appreciate you being here to watch with us.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
Thanks. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.